Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Heron's Haven podcast here on the SoFlo Soccer channel. My name is Matt, as always, and we have a lot to talk about today. As always, today we're doing the preview for Game 3 of the Best of 3 series of the MLS playoffs. Hey, I called it. I knew we were going to be here, and here we are, and it's just Inter Miami fumbling it once again. We're going to talk about a little bit about last game and a little bit about obviously the game upcoming. But I feel like it's been so long since I've actually been live and talking to you guys. Work has been so busy, and I'm not able to put out as many videos or live streams as I used to. But I'm glad that we're still able to do the previews and the reviews, and I'm glad you guys are still here and contributing and being a part of the conversations and things like that. So thank you very much. I still will be going live on Sunday for the post game. I won't be doing it on Saturday because I work on Saturday, so I'll do it on Sunday. Well, maybe if I get out early on Saturday, I'll be able to do it too. But anyway, Tigger looks sick. I appreciate that, EJ. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I found it. I found it earlier today or this morning before I went into work, and yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It was free, so I think it works out pretty well. Um, but anyways, so okay, last time we did a pod, last time we talked on the pod about Neymar joining Inter Miami, the reuniting of MSN, how should it happen, should it not happen, will it happen? And my answer is still yeah, I think it's going to happen. Should it happen? Probably not, but I still think it is going to happen. The reason why I'm bringing that up is the fact that we I'm the only reason why I'm bringing that up is literally because Neymar got injured again for like another month, and I don't think we've talked about that on the pod yet. But he was gone for like a year or over a year with injury. Then he was like rushed back into playing again. He pulled his hammy, and now he's out for 4 to 6 weeks. And so the reason why I bring it, like, and it's like, well, do you want somebody like Neymar who is always going to be injured to be on an already kind of injury prone Inter Miami side where I feel like we're just never fully healthy. I don't know. But anyway, I don't want to dig too deep into it, but that's just another point that I think you guys should probably consider when bringing somebody like Neymar in. But anyway, speaking of injuries, speaking of being injury prone, we have to talk about two pretty big. I'm gonna put injuries in quotes because one of them is not really confirmed to be injured, but it says they confirmed. I don't know. We're talking about here. Hold on. What did you say? It's a club's fault to be honest. Neymar not. I mean, yeah, no, I'm not blaming anything on Neymar, not at all. But it's like it just sucks that he's always getting injured and he's not able to play. Like he's only 32, 33 years old, and he should be like chilling. He should be really like he should be fine, but he's not, unfortunately. And it's been really, really. It's just been on like a downward, spike. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if people, not you, I mean, like everyone is criticizing him like crazy. Really? And people are stupid. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, criticizing what for being injured? That doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, no, people shouldn't criticize him for just getting injured and for missing so many games, but dude, I'm like my arm is like so sore. I can't like it like hurts to like move and when I tense it up. Anyway, the two injuries that we're here to talk about are pretty much what this entire podcast is going to be driven around um for tonight's episode. And that's going to be Yannick Bright and Sergio Busquets. Yannick Bright and Sergio Busquets will most likely not be playing in this Saturday against Atlanta. And Yannick Bright supposedly suffered some sort of knock at halftime, which is why he came off at half in the game against Atlanta. Bushi was reported sick before the game, so he was never going to go. But now apparently he picked up an injury from the game before. It's really weird how And this brings up a whole other conversation which I really wanted to get into, so might as well get into it now. It's really annoying how, I don't know if it's just Inter Miami or the MLS, but I feel like compared to other teams, Barca, any team in the Premier League, just any European team, um, you would get confirmation from the medical staff about injuries. You'd be like, oh, Neymar pulled his hamstring, and now he's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. But I feel like with Miami, you don't get that. Like you don't get that, and I don't know how it's like with other teams in the MLS, but I just don't understand why we don't get proper injury reports for players on our like on for teams that we support. Like the David Ruiz injury, we didn't get like actual confirmation on when he'll be back. We just all kind of assume when he's going to be back. Um, the same thing with Messi. Every time Messi gets injured, they never give like an estimated time of when he'll be back. Only just like guesses, like from us as fans, and from doing research. So it's like why I just don't understand why they just can't tell us like, oh, yeah, Bushi suffered a knock from game one. We didn't think it was that big of a deal, so we didn't want to bring it up, but it's starting to bother him, and so the medical team is saying that he'll probably be out for like a week or two. Like I just we need that kind of information to be released by the club, and us as fans shouldn't be kept in the dark for something like that because it's very important information. Maybe there's a lack of funds in the department. I mean, like, but funding for what? For like releasing that information? I highly doubt it. I mean, like, I genuinely think it's really annoying. It should be a right, to be honest. Like we have the right to know. We're paying this money. We're seeing you guys week in week out. We want to know what's going on with the players, like physically, medically. If the players are fit, because then like it's like we're all questioning like where are they? Like why? Like when are they gonna be back? Like who? What kind of injury do they have? What like why? Like we shouldn't be the detectives to kind of figure this out. This should be just kind of told to us. Um, the club tells us the types of injuries that they suffer, but they just don't tell us the duration or the estimated duration, and um, and yeah, and it's just information that we need to know. Mike V coming in, Tata out. I mean, honestly, dude, if we don't win on Saturday, that's his season done, in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest, but at the same time, I don't think he's gonna get sacked because he's fucking Tata Martino, and who else is going to be our manager? Apparently, the MLS does not yet have an official injury slash availability reporting policy like most major North American sports leagues. So now that you say that, I do like I have to like myself go into the MLS site and type in player availability report, and it's just a list of players who will be either out or questionable. So that's very interesting that's very interesting information, but it's funny that you bring that up because it felt like that was the case for quite a while when I was looking up these player injury reports. It's just really annoying how they don't have something set for that. Um, I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Del Morva? It's really nice to see you. I feel like it's been a while since you've joined one of these episodes. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for coming by. Ace Leonel is also in the chat. Thank you, man. Yo, let's go and hope for the best on Saturday. Okay, let's bring it back to that convo, right, with Sergio Busquets and Yannick Bright. So I already discussed about that whole injury thing, right? So, but literally, so we're gonna be losing those two guys, Boosie and Bright are not going to be available for Saturday, most likely, especially Bright. I feel like Bright, even though he got the knock, I don't even know what the issue was. Like I don't know if he pulled something or it was a strain, or if it's just fatigue. Nobody knows, or I don't know at least, and I don't know if anybody knows. But if it's like a pull or something like that, he's probably not going to be playing. which is a huge, huge problem because both Boosie and Bright they're the core of our midfield. Without them two, our midfield completely falls apart. And with Boosie, and I've been saying this all season, right? And you guys know this. Boosie is literally the pendulum of this team. He dictates the tempo. He sets. He puts the passes. He allows us to play from the back. He makes a lot of progressive passes forward, um, into players like Gomez, like Messi, like Suarez, and even to other midfielders like Gressel and whatnot. So it's very it's going to be very very tough for this team to play without our two best midfielders and their two key pieces to our team. It's going to be extremely extremely difficult and almost impossible, even though it's at home, and even though, yeah, we're the favorites of even going to the, like, no, we're going to struggle because the midfield has always been, because before the defense, we always struggle on defense, right? Even though we're technically one of the best defensive teams in the league, before the defense comes the midfield. And so Atlanta are going to punish us through the middle. We are not able to play through the middle, and Atlanta is going to take advantage of that. And which is going to rip, and it's going to rip us apart. I'm telling you guys, it's going to rip us apart. Speaking about Busquets, did anything cool happen today? Did anything cool happen today? Anthony, so this is my brother, everybody. This is my brother, and he wanted me to tell you guys the story on stream real quick. Well, let me get to the other other comments that I'll come back to this Boosie story. Are you sure? I mean, yeah, dude. What's up, Super Zonky from Atlanta? You've joined before. I remember, and you recently commented on a post, so I appreciate you, man. Start Sailor and Gressel. Excuse me. Start Sailor and Gressel. That is the first time that I've heard a comment from chat to start Gressel, and I even to start Sailor. So I appreciate you, Dunmore, because I've always been a Gressel supporter, and I've always wanted to see Sailor start. I think you've only started like once or twice, or I don't know, a handful of times this season, and we need to see more, especially over at Toto Aviles. So I appreciate this comment. Busquets is the brain, bro, dude. This guy is the heartbeat of our team. Like, I know, like, ironically, like, that's the freaking club's, like, saying. Like, that's their motto. Like, be the heartbeat or something like that. But Busquets is literally the heartbeat of this team, and without him, everything falls apart. And it showed on. It showed last Saturday against Atlanta. That was a game that we should have completely, like, we should have lost. Like, well, we did lose, but we should have lost by more, to be honest. We could have easily won that game if we took our chances, but at the same time, we definitely could have lost by more. And it was a great game from Guzan. I mean, like, he didn't do as much as he did on game one, but still, it was a great game from their midfield, from their defense. Like, they played really, really well. And it's gonna show. I feel like it's going to show a lot more now that we're going to have a whole 90 minutes without Boosie or Bright. Super Zonky, since you're here in the chat, can you please educate us as to what we should be expecting on Saturday? If there's any changes, any player updates, injury reports, things like that. If you have that sort of information, if you are an Atlanta fan, that would be pretty cool to kind of bounce off. But anyways, this story. Let me go back to my brother's comment. So we're referees. I'm a referee. I think I've told you guys this before. I'm a referee. My brother's also a referee. We do games on the side, club games, youth, travel, rec, high school, so on and so forth. My brother was given a game tonight, very last minute, from his assigner, and it said, "Hey, do you want to ref a game tonight? It's at the Inter Miami Stadium." And I'm like, and he was like, "Sure." So he refed which is like very common here. Like, that's nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really a big deal because a lot of people get that opportunity here. I've done it plenty of times. But anyway, he refed at the training facilities at the Inter Miami, and who was there? It was Ciro. First of all, he refed Ciro's team, Messi's son's team. He also, in the stands, was Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba, Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi, and Antonella. All of them were up there on the bleachers, just like chilling all by themselves. Like nobody was around them. They had security, like I guess at the entrances of the bleachers, so nobody would bother them. Um, and yeah, he didn't get a picture or anything, but he wanted me to tell you that he met him. He actually spoke to Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets. He told me that. Well, I already knew it, but he told me he's like, oh my god, Busi is so tall and skinny, and then like um Suarez and like something was also pretty like a lot skinnier than he expected or something like that, and uh he didn't get a picture or anything, but yeah, no, he got to talk with them for a bit, and then and that's it. But yeah, he wanted me to tell you guys that. So yeah. Anyways, what's up, Leon? What's up, man? Appreciate you for being here. But yeah, no, it's gonna be really difficult on Saturday, guys. I mean, like, I genuinely don't know what to do in terms of how we should kind of approach this game because I feel like honestly the midfield battle is already lost. We're gonna have to like rely on midfielders like Benja Cremachi, Redondo, Matias Rojas, even, or probably Diego Gomez will probably move into that midfield spot. I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know what we'd do because, like, you can't rely on somebody like Redondo, somebody who's been absolutely incredibly inconsistent this entire season, and definitely not somebody like uh nowhere near the likes of the quality level of a Busquets or even a Bright. And Bright is literally he played college ball, bro. And so like in Benca, like I don't want to diss Benca, but like we just don't have any defensive midfielders. Benca is a very attacking. I mean, like he's an engine. He can run all over the place, right? But he'll probably get tired if he exhausts himself too much. But defensively, I don't know how he's gonna be. Like I don't know what to expect from him. Redondo, I don't expect anything because he's gonna be pretty bad. For I mean, we have Gressel, but Gressel in the midfield, that's not going to help us. Like Gressel in the midfield is not going to help us. So it's like what could we possibly? We can't play Sunderland. I genuinely think we're screwed in the midfield. I don't know. I mean, unless we just force Benja and Redondo to just play as two holding midfielders the entire freaking time, they're gonna literally cut right through us. Jordy and I also share the same B day. We need to win Saturday. The EST is literally open, no Columbus. Speaking of that, actually, what are the results for that sort of thing? Let me show you guys. Uh, huh. Okay. This is the knockouts for the MLS Cup. Columbus was knocked out by Red Bulls. Oh yeah, that's right. Cincy and New York, they have their game this Saturday. Probably Cincy are probably gonna win this game. There's no way. NYC only won because they played at MetLife. Or was it MetLife or City? No, they played at City Field. What am I talking about? Orlando, honestly, are probably gonna win this. Dude, don't even get me started on that. LA Galaxy beat fucking Colorado 9-1. 9-1 on aggregate, but yeah, they won both of their games. 9-1 on aggregate is so crazy, dude. Other than that, Seattle and Houston. Seattle went through. LAFC, they should be winning this, but 3-0. This surprised me crazy on Sunday when this happened. I don't know if I ever tweeted about it. This was insane to me. I'm like, dude, what happened that they lost 3-0? Honestly, LAFC could have been one of the contenders to win the whole thing, especially with players like Lloris and Giroud. And even with they have fucking Valencia, dude. Valencia used to play for Barca. They have Chanel, who used to play NYCFC. Yeah, that's so crazy. But anyway, but yeah, no Columbus is good for us. I mean, like, we still have to worry about like Cincinnati if they go through, and even the Red Bulls. But I mean, hey, we're probably gonna be if we do make it that far, we will be hosting, so we won't have to worry about that. Maybe not a super high line, and booting the ball over the midfield might help. Uh, Here, why is that like, there we go. Maybe not playing a super high line and booting the ball over the midfield might help. But the thing is like, but like, what are we going to do? We don't have like progressive players. We don't have players that can bring the ball forward and create passes, create space, create any sort of opportunity if it's not a player named Lionel Messi. Messi is the only player on our team that can create spaces, create passes, look for space, look for the passes in behind the defense, and he's gonna create with Suarez only. It's gonna be very very difficult. Well, obviously, we shouldn't be playing a high line, even though we are at home and we're favorited at home. I think a high line is suicidal. Like it genuinely is. Like we're going to be giving up so much space in from the back. Especially when if we're gonna start players like Aviles and even Martinez. Aviles is gonna be in no man's land, and Martinez is gonna be doing it all by himself. We need to start Noah Allen too. What about Rojas? I mean, what about him? Well, he's like fit. I'm pretty sure he's like fit and ready to go. There's nothing wrong with him. The thing is that like Rojas doesn't fit in that midfield. Like Rojas, the midfielders that we have available aren't the midfielders that we need or can help our situation at all. It's like we have all attacking midfielders or attacking minded midfielders like Benja Cremachi, like Redondo. Even though Redondo's not supposed to be attacking minded, he's supposed to be like a Busi, but he's not. Redondo, we have Diego Gomez who could play in the midfield. We have Julian Gressel who plays like a wide, like Metzala, Carrilero kind of player. We have freaking Lawson Sunderland. Ruiz is injured. I'm missing somebody. Oh, I guess Matias Rojas, but none of those players are going to be able to help our midfield situation. Play Gomez. Yeah, I know. Like we can play Gomez in the midfield, but who else are we gonna play in the midfield? We're gonna play Gomez, Benja, Redondo. Gomez, like what is that gonna? Unless we literally just give up the midfield entirely and just solely focus on attack, I feel like that midfield is not gonna. It's not stable. It's really not stable, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, guys. Please let me know what you think, but that's just my opinion. It's not stable at all, and I feel like it's extremely risky. 4-5-1. Messi up top, compact midfield, and strong defense. Offensive counterattack. We don't have the pace for that, though. I see what you're getting at. The 4-5-1, honestly, I'm trying to think. It could be like a Robert Taylor, Gomez, Redondo, Benja with like, or like Gressel. It could be like Robert Taylor, Gressel on the wings, and like Redondo and like Gomez or something in the midfield. But then for the counterattacks, like we don't have speed like that. I mean, like we have Diego Gomez who has speed. We have Benja who can run a bit, but faster than Atlanta, I don't know. What's going on with Boosie? They reported that he was sick, but now they're saying that he got some sort of injury, like he suffered some sort of knock in the last game, not in game 2 obviously, but in game 1 or something. I don't know. It's so stupid. It's extremely stupid. Bro, throw Noah Allen in the midfield? That's crazy. Is that a serious comment? He said don't know. I mean, like, what is Noah Allen gonna do in the midfield? I mean, nah, what is he gonna do in the midfield? Put fucking Jordi Alba in the midfield. Can we do that? Can we put Jordi Alba in the midfield and just put Noah Allen left back? I feel like that would not be that bad. Or just put Messi as CDM. Or put fucking Messi CDM. And just let him do his thing. Gressel up front. Yeah, I think Gressel is going to have to play. I think Gressel is going to have to play. I think. Honestly, if we play like a 4-2-2, I mean, Ace Leonel is saying 3-4-3. So we have done one of us saying 4-5-1. We have Ace Leonel saying 3-4-3. I mean, like, we could play 4-4-2 and then do like the back four would be Jordi, Martinez, and Aviles, I guess, and then Chelo. The midfield would be Tailoring and Gressel as the wings, with like Gomez and Redondo and CMs. And then the top two would either be Campana and Suarez or Messi and Suarez, and then put Messi as like a cam, so it turned into like a 4-4 or 1-1. So like Taylor's going to start for sure. Like he's 100% going to be starting. Like there's no doubt about it. If they want to play counter offensive, Taylor is an option. I'm not saying that Taylor isn't an option. Taylor has to be an option. There's no way they can't play. They have to play Gomez and Taylor at the same time. There's no way they can do one or the other. They have to play both of them at the same time. Do I have something here? No, I think it's just they have to play both at the same time. Taylor's a good forward, dude. I don't know why I mean, like, he has been kind of slacking. He's been pretty inconsistent with the performances lately, but now it's his time to step up on. Like, we need him. We need Taylor, and we need to drop Gomez into the midfield. Whatever that might work, Mike. Jordi up, Noah back. That's what I'm thinking, right? Like it's not a terrible idea. I mean, like, I don't know how well. The thing is with Jordi Alba gets extremely offensive minded. So it might mess with the whole system in general because Jordi Alba loves taking control over that left flank, and he loves pushing up the field, and he loves getting into those spaces. He loves making those runs. So putting him in like a CDM or even CM role, I feel like it might screw it all up. Maybe. Not sure. So probably maybe Jordi Alba in the midfield is not the best thing. And like with Noah Allen being in the midfield, like I don't even know like how that would benefit us. I mean, like you could give it a try, but I don't know. Like off the top of my head, I can't really think of how much of a benefit that's going to be for our midfield. Because we need a defensive minded player, which Noah Allen is, but we need somebody who can be a fucking Busquets. Like we need somebody who can dictate our tempo, play passes from the back, progress the ball forward, be calm under pressure. Um, and that's what and that's what Sergio Busquets is. Whatever we play, whatever formation we play, dudes needs to take shots on goal as soon as they have a half clear opportunity. And that's something obviously, I mean, I've already said it, but we'll bring it up again. Like, it's literally why we didn't win the game on last Saturday. We had plenty of opportunities. We should have scored maybe 2 or 3 goals. We didn't because we couldn't finish. I don't know why we can't finish because we never had a problem. We're one of the highest scoring teams in the MLS, and for some reason we couldn't finish last night. Suarez had a couple of opportunities. Messi, I think, had a shot or two, but we need to be able to take advantage. Now that we're gonna be on our home turf, where we're playing on grass, not turf, you know what I mean. We're playing on our home field. We're gonna have that advantage with La Familia. It's gonna be packed. It's gonna be a literally packed stadium. All the season ticket members are going to be there. New fans are going to be there. We're going to be playing on grass. I think we should be feeling a lot more comfortable. But I mean, hey, hopefully we can take advantage of it. Atlanta players out. Gregerson, best center back. Brooks Lennon, starting right back. Edwin Mosquera, left wing bench player. And Quentin Westbrook, who doesn't really matter. So they're losing 2... And Mosquera. They're losing 2 key players plus Mosquera, who probably is an option off the bench, like a pretty good option off the bench. That's actually... Wait, but if that's the case, they didn't play last time, right? Yeah, no, those guys didn't play last time. So I was gonna be like, those are two, if those are two key defenders that are gonna be missing out for the game on Saturday, like maybe we could have some sort of offensive advantage because if they're missing key defensive players, then maybe we could take advantage of it. But they did play with the three center backs, and then they had Saba and whoever the other guy was at like wing backs, and then they had like a three in the midfield kind of deal. Gregerson was on the bench last game, so he's probably back. Sure. Where's Boatwright when you need him, dude? Boatwright is crazy. I don't even think Boatwright could be called up to the first team. Who do we have that's contracted? We have, I think we have Santiago Morales. We have Carmichael. We have Leo Afonso. We have Casas. Do we still have Casas? I don't know. We have Sunderland. We have, and that's it. Dude, I'm telling you, we should have gotten that. We should have got that guy. Uh Tyler Hall. I think it's Tyler Hall. We should have got like we should have signed Tyler Hall on like a short-term deal or some shit. Dude, I'm looking at our team and it's like, dude, look at get you guys, just look at this for me. Like I forgot about Kritzov's injury to be fair. Like who are is Noah Allen really the best option at CDM right now? Like is Noah option really the best CDM? And then like you could play Aviles, Martinez, and freaking Sailor. Any solid midfielders from our farm team to call up? No, no, not really. I mean, that's no disrespect to the second team, by the way. There's no one, bro. We just gotta think outside the box. I mean, hey, you're right, dude. Ace Lionel, if you no, not if you if they play Noah Allen CDM and it fucking works, I will make you fucking like I don't even know, dude. I got to do something like because that is impressive. Because you were the first guy to call it out. You were the first and only guy to call that out. So if they play for some reason, if they play Noah Allen or not tomorrow, but Saturday, if they play Noah Allen on Saturday as a CDM at any point and it actually freaking works, then you are a genius, my friend, and I applaud you. Front. This is by Joe Radko. Taylor, Suarez, and Messi. Midfield, Gomez, Rojas, Gressel. Back, Alba, Martinez, Allen, Chelo. I don't like that midfield, I'm going to be honest with you. There is zero defense in that midfield. Zero defense in that midfield. That's an all attacking midfield, dude. You're not going to get any defensive support from Rojas. You probably will from Gomez and maybe even from Grasso because he does tend to get up and down the field like pretty well. But it's not, I don't think that's going to be enough, genuinely speaking. Who would you put in then? No, I'm gonna put in literally because you said Noah Allen. I'm kind of hoping they put Noah Allen in the midfield. I don't. There isn't anybody. That's the problem. We don't have an option. We don't have any options. Our options are Benja Gremashi, we have Redondo, Lawson Sunderland, Rojas, Gomez, and Gressel. That's six. Ruiz is injured. And then we don't have another center mid. And then Bright and Boosie are out. So we can't we can't do anything. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we literally have no other option. So literally putting Noah Allen CDM could either make or break the midfield. Like he could be like the next freaking Yannick Bright in the midfield, and maybe that's where we're gonna have to play him from now on, or like it's just gonna be a terrible idea, and then we're gonna concede 3 goals because all the balls are coming through the midfield, and we're just not gonna be able to stop it. But either way, at this point, it's a win or go home situation. We either have to go full out attack and actually score goals, or nothing, because it's all or nothing at this point with this game. Everything is on the line. It's a make or break. Game 3. This is still first round of the playoffs. Imagine when we get to the semifinals. If we get to the semifinals and conference semifinals, conference finals, MLS Cup finals, it's crazy. It's already crazy. The drama is already insane. The back looks no. I definitely like the back that Gel made. 100%. Gressel in the midfield, he's a work. Oh yeah, no, Gressel in the midfield is a work. He gets up and down the field, dude. He's an engine. I'm telling you, bro. Like that guy's a fucking motor. He runs. He really does. I'm telling, and I've said it all season. He commits. He really, really commits. And people always like talk shit on his name for whatever reason, but like he fulfills his role and he does it really, really well. Monaco saying Rojas, Cremachi, Redondo midfield. I mean, yeah, you would just have to tell Redondo and Cremachi to play more defensively. I feel like more conservative, and maybe have Rojas stay up there. I don't know. Can Martinez play CDM? He's gonna. I was thinking about it. I mean, like as we were talking, I was thinking about it, but it's like, do we really want Martinez CDM? He's gonna rise very high up the field anyway. I mean, yeah, he's gonna get up there anyway, but I guess Martinez isn't like a horrible option to be fair. And then we can play Noah Allen in the back with Aviles and Sailor or whoever. Because at that point, worst case scenario, Martinez can just drop back as a center back, and then we'll have like 6 center backs, bro. Like we'll have 6 defenders. Because let's say we put let's say we play with the 3 back, right? Let's say we play with the 3 back, and then it's gonna be like Aviles, Sailor, and Noah Allen. Not in that order, just like in general, those 3 defenders. And then we have the wing backs with Jordi Alba and Chelo. And then the midfield could be literally Martinez and maybe Redondo. Probably. It's probably gonna be Redondo. And then on like when we go defensive transition, we can have like we can just have we just overload that midfield with Martinez slash like Noah or Redondo. Like we can kind of overflow it with that. Um, and then in terms of creativity going forward, we'll just have to rely on them to look for Messi. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like just literally look. Oh look, we already have. Oh, Backlash said we'll win for sure. I can smell the win. I mean, if you're talking about Atlanta, I really hope not. I feel like Messi's going to have to drop into the midfield. Yeah, like Messi's going to have to drop to like actually create passes, like to make passes forward. Messi's going to have to drop back to be able to progress the ball because we don't have any ball progressors. We don't have any playmakers. We don't have any of that. So Messi would have to drop in as deep as he can. And if Gressel starts, then Gressel is going to have to make those overlaps. And if Rojas starts or whoever, Rojas is going to have to make those overlaps and take more of that wider role. I mean, honestly, I think we've already done it before, but instead of playing Cello, I think we should play Gressel as like that right wing back. And I know like that doesn't like it, like he doesn't like doing that, but I mean, dude, I think we kind of need Gressel if Messi's going to drop deep in the midfield, like what Leonel said. Del Morva Alba can play a defensive CM. Can he? I mean, he like we do really well with Jordi Alba getting up the field, and he is one of the reasons why we create goals. And so I feel like putting him at CDM is not like ideal. Ruiz is injured. He's injured until like the end of the month, I believe. He has a hamstring injury. I don't know if he pulled something or tore something. I don't know, but like he's out for the rest of the month. At least that's what they tell us. Like, Uh, I mean, like we could probably see him on the bench tomorrow, but we'll have like zero update because that's just how the MLS works, and we get zero updates on our players when it comes to availability. Uh, Martinez pushing up while Allen stays back. Yeah, I like it. I like that thought, to be honest, because I like Allen's recovery time. Like I really really like Noah Allen as a wide center back. I think his recovery time, his positioning, it really really helps us in that defensive transition. No, bro, I'm talking about. I think our front three will get more clinical. Gets more clinical. We will win. Yeah, dude. Like we just have I mean, like we've said, we have to finish our chances. We have to put them away. I agree, Mac Russell over Cheddle. Yeah, dude. I've been saying we've been all saying that all season long, but I feel like we need that to see it now more than ever, especially when if Messi's going to be dropping into the midfield like we just have to. Grosso as a wing back makes sense. Higher football IQ than Cheto. Yes, dude. He had like Gressel has the experience playing. Bro, Gressel fucking played for Atlanta, dude. He won trophies with Atlanta with Tata Martino. He knows how they're gonna play. He's been in these situations with Atlanta and with other clubs. I'm pretty sure he played for Columbus as well. Like he's been in these situations before. We need somebody as experienced as Julian Gressel, whether that's in the midfield or on the wing. But we really need it. And respectfully to Chelo, but he could fucking hit the bench, bro. Like he really needs to hit the bench. I don't like he, yeah, he really needs to. Like we need to see Gressel, man. Anyway, all right, guys. How much? Oh, we're like 50 minutes in. Um, I don't expect anybody to give their actual predictions for what Jordi Alba or what Jordi Alba, what Tata Martino would actually is actually going to put out there, but all of the lineups that you guys have been saying, or all the predicted lineups for potential situations and where to put players in certain spots, those have all been really, really good. What about Negri on the left and Jordy at the right? I've never seen Jordy play right back. Can he play right back? I mean, I would assume he can. Negri though, like we're gonna be expecting a lot from Negri. That's the problem. It's not a bad shout though. I wouldn't mind seeing that, to be honest. If it means, especially if it means seeing Chelo hit the bench for a game. Julian will step up. He has experience, absolutely. No one can predict that tactics. I don't think anybody can. I think only Mike V, dude. Only Mike V can predict them. But guys, let me know in the chat right now your predictions for the game on Saturday. As I tell you mine, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like my heart tells me that Inter Miami are gonna win this game, and that we're gonna come back, we're gonna make it, we're gonna go through the semis and even potentially go all the way to the finals. But my brain is telling me that this is the end of the road for us. And I don't want to, and that's the realistic side of me talking, right? If you're asking me as an Inter Miami supporter, that I've been for 4 years now, almost 5 years, I would want to see this team win, and I know we can win. We can beat this Atlanta side. I know we can do it. We have one of the best teams in the MLS. And so, with that being said, I would think if you were to ask that person, I would say we're going to win this game 3-1, 100%. 100% we're going to win 3-1. If you were to ask the logical, more, you know, uh, thinking side of me, I would say like we're probably gonna lose this game, and that could either be on penalties, that could be on a late goal, that like how they did in game two. But I just have a feeling that the midfield is going to kill us. It's really going to kill us. I really hope it doesn't. I really, really hope it doesn't. I really hope that Inter Miami can overcome um, this disaster of a situation where two of our key pieces of our team are missing. I really hope that at least Bushi could come off the bench or something. Like, we're gonna need him. I don't know. I really hope we win, but I have a feeling we won't. Super Zonky saying 2-2 regular time. Atlanta will then go on to win on penalty kicks. It's not a bad prediction, to be fair. Gustavo saying a 3-1 prediction, I'm assuming, for Miami. Saba brace is crazy. If we lose this Saturday, it will be a disaster. It will be the end of everything. It would, like, everything that we've done this season, if it ends on Saturday, I'm going to be honest, and this could be a little dramatic, but like everything we did this year was all for nothing. I'm going to be honest. Like, that could be dramatic, but obviously you play in MLS to win MLS Cup. It was great that we won Supporter Shield the first time in our history. But this is where it matters now. Like, this is where it really, really matters. And if we can't do it where it matters, then none of it mattered. So, points record, Supporter Shield, it's going to be a fail of a season. 4-1 to Miami, says Monaco. That's a very ambitious. I like it. I really, really like it. I like the positivity. I seen it happen when Jordy played in Barca. Okay, word. So maybe we'll see that. I mean, I don't know if we'll see it because it's Tata Martino and he will never play something that would actually make sense. But I like that outside the box thinking. I'm feeling a solid 3-1 victory. We are at home and Drew will play amazing. Messi will be up for this game. Yeah, dude, like us playing at home, I love when we play at home. I feel like we play a lot better at home, but we'll see. We'll really, really see. Guzan Masterclass, I really hope not. I'm gonna be honest. Guzan killed us in the first game. Not so much in the second, but he still kind of saved Atlanta for a bit. Hope we can adjust on the fly instead of being stubborn. I really hope so too. Especially, I mean, when you have leaders like Messi and Jordi Alba on the field, they should be guiding the team to be able to adapt to the game as it goes. But we'll see. Especially Jordi Alba, I feel he's very, very verbal on the field. The team will break out to being nerfed over the last few games. Have faith in our coaches and players, of course, of course. I feel like we have a better chance to win on pens, dude. If we win on pens, I'll take it, dude. I'm gonna be. If we win on penalty kicks, I'll take it. I really, really will take it. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys for being here, for tuning into this preview show on the Heron Saver podcast with me tonight. Game 3, baby. Game 3's on Saturday. It's going to be at home at Chase Stadium. It's win or go home at this point. Our season is on the line, and we're missing key players. We're going to have to adapt. We're going to have to improvise. We're going to have to hope for the best for this Inter Miami team to see if they could pull off this win over Atlanta, a team that we've historically been struggling to win against, and yeah, I really hope we could do it. I'm gonna be watching. I'll see you guys later this weekend for the post game review show. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Vamos Miami. I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your night. I'm ready, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Game 3.